This is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time! Fighting out of New York City, he is the reigning, defending, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the one, the only, the infamous Andrew.
Oh, yo, what's goody? What it be? What is the vibes familiar? Yo, I swear to God, I'm gonna change that intro somehow, some way, so it says "sees the God" or like whoever our special guest is for me, because that shit is lit. It gets me in the mood and excited. So, yo, real quick, if y'all can hear me, y'all can see me because I look pretty. Go ahead, drop some ones real quick so we get this call started because it's already 11:10. I know some of y'all, we got places to be, people to see. Tomorrow's a new day of blessings and abundance. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I see a whole bunch of ones. I know y'all tapped in and y'all ready for tonight's call. So, yo, family, for those of you who do not know me, right, my name is Caesar Vera, aka Caesar God, and this is my Money Heist call that you guys have actually made possible, right? It doesn't matter that I create the Zoom link and generate it. What matters is you guys showing up, right? Every single Wednesday at 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 Central, and then wherever you are in the world, shout out. I seen one person in Europe. Yo, I am honored to have you here, bro. So, this call is really just special, guys, because you guys really have to understand that when we do these calls, or when I'm reaching out to individuals to do these calls, I'm truly trying to find some of the best, not just I am, but the industry when it comes to trading psychology, right? All around just personal development, growth, right? Something to give you guys a value, because here's the thing. I'm just as much a student as you guys, and tonight is going to be nothing different. And if anything, I think tonight's going to be something special, because this is going to be something that even like you guys have to understand, this is someone who's truly just a servant leader, but above all else, someone who really is in the trenches that I see each and every time, just popping up, making moves, right? They call this individual Mina Moves, not because she really just staying still doing nothing, no, because she's always looking for the next move for her team, for her family, right, for herself. So y'all really have to understand that tonight's call is going to be nothing different besides her putting us in a position of power to make such moves, right? To really create not just, money moves for ourselves, but generational thoughts, generational moves for our family down the line as well. So tonight, guys, I'm truly above all else, I'm honored because I've had some heavy hitters on these calls to serve to you guys, but this call for tonight is nothing short of greatness. Like, y'all really have to understand that when she agreed to do this call, I was flabbergasted, started texting all my boys and everybody on my Discord, like, yo, I need y'all to show up tonight, because if I know Alpha X is tapped in, locked in, I need my team and everybody else, right? Prime, Trade House, CBC to be tapped in too, right? So, yo, family, if y'all just excited as I am, y'all just as honored as I am, if y'all ready, right? We got our notebooks, our iPads, our tablets all tapped in for tonight. Family, what I need y'all to do is drop some 777s in the chat for my sister, partner in crime, and all around our mentor. Yo, sis. Yo, Mina, if you ready for tonight, let's go. Let's get it. The floor is yours.
Oh my God. I don't even know how I'm going to compete with your energy. Jesus. Oh my Lord. What is going on? Thank you, Caesar, for that amazing edification. I can already see that you are an awesome mentor to so many people. I am just as grateful to be on this call. Let me make sure everything is on Do Not Disturb, because we are going to be focused here and locked in for at least the next 20 or 30 minutes. It is 11 o'clock at night. For those of you guys who know me, I do not do calls past 9 p.m. Your girl is a mother. Your girl loves her sleep. Your girl does. My team was shook when they saw me on an 11 p.m. phone call. I haven't done one of these in a minute, but to be honest with you, I owe so much to Trade House. I owe so much to Caesar, to what he's done for some of the girls in my team. I owe so much to my boy Vargas, that's plugged me up since the beginning, almost 2 years ago, who was always a servant leader to me and to everybody that I brought into this academy. So there is nobody else that I would rather, do this call for. I appreciate you guys for letting me kind of step in. I know the type of due diligence that I take when I put my team in front of people. So I really, really appreciate it. I know how picky I am with introducing leaders to talk to my team. And if you chose me, it's for a reason. So I just want to say thank you so much for giving me, accessibility and to be able to influence your team. And I'm just really, really happy to be here, guys. I am trying to stay awake. No, I'm just kidding. I'm super, super awake. What I did was I actually took a nap. Okay. I took a nap because I'm going into my 30s. All right. I see a whole bunch of young kids on this call. You know what I'm saying? Your girl got to take a nap. Nap saves lives. Absolutely. So I'm hyped. I'm really hyped for this call. And I want to just lay it out flat. I will not be talking about trading. You guys have all of the trading materials you need from these people right here. Honestly, you really, really do. If there is anybody that I trust when it comes to information, when it comes to moves in the market, it is nobody other than Trade House. I would not put anybody else on anything but Trade House, Bounce Back, and the information that you guys provide. What I want to talk to you guys today about is how to have the confidence to get this information out to the public, right? Drop a 2 in the chat if you're somebody who knows how important this information is, knows what it's done for your life, but for whatever reason, you lack confidence, you lack motivation, you lack drive, you just lack some things here and there that all we need to do is buff up so that you can present this to your audience, right? And that is a big deal moving forward. I'm a shy individual, even though I'm a Leo. I promise you, we're going to get to those limiting self-beliefs coming up. I promise you guys, if you have that, I'm shy, I'm not good enough, I can't do that, I can never speak on stages, this and this and that. All of these things were placed upon you. People are only born with 2 fears: the fear of falling and the fear of loud noises. Everything else was created by you. Everything else was put on you by somebody else. And if you're over the age of 18, which I hope you are, if you're on this call, you know that anything that was created can be destroyed. Okay, if it was created by you, then you can destroy it, you can recreate it. We are not here to discover anything. We are here to create. All right, I had a message from one of my girls recently, and she was like, Mina, I'm having such a hard time. I'm trying to go back to how things used to be, when I was good, when I was popping, when I was living life. And I'm like, the reason why you can't go back to that is because that would essentially mean that you're going backwards. And that's not what life is about. I suggest you close that chapter and just move forward, right? So today, fam, I'm going to take up about 20 minutes of your time. We're going to be talking about confidence. I think that it's important. The last time I was on this call, actually, one of my leaders, Miss Nadia, I'm pretty sure I saw her face on this call, Nadia Montero. Miss Montero was on this call breaking some sauce about essentially limiting beliefs and how they play a huge, huge role into how you react or respond in the market, right? Confidence plays a huge role in how you trade. Confidence plays a huge role in how you show up. People have this aura, okay? When you meet somebody, you notice what type of mood they're on, what type of vibe they're on before they even open up their mouth. Yes or yes. When you go into a room, when you talk to somebody, you can already feel whether this person has confidence or doesn't have confidence. Now, with that being said, it's 10 times harder to emulate that on social media. Would you guys agree? Do you guys agree? Right? Do me a favor. If you're not doing anything crazy, let's turn on these cameras. Lindsay, Adrian, Mohammed, Juan, Valentina, Mimi. Let me start calling people out. Because Caesar gave me the floor. He said I could talk to y'all like this. He said, y'all are real. He said, y'all can handle it. And y'all need to have your cameras on. Because I remember when I was on these calls and I had my cameras on, I wasn't paying attention. When I had my camera off, I wasn't taking notes. When I had my camera off, I was doing something else. All right. So everybody wants to get trained and mentored by me until they really get mentored by me. Have your cameras on. Eat your food. I don't care what it is that you're doing, but unless you're doing something illegal, you better have your camera on. All right. Let me see. Jay, Guac, Isaiah, Johnny, you're one of mine. You better turn that camera on. Alex, Julie, y'all already know. Nadia Cruz, I see you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Imagine if I did this. Would y'all still be on this call? Would y'all still be on this call right now? Absolutely not. So I hope that we all hold each other to the same level of respect, right? Like I said, I'm only going to be here for 20 minutes. I do not play. And I take serious effort in creating this stuff for you guys. You guys have no idea how much work it takes, Caesar, or me, or any of the leaders in this company to internalize information and to put it in a simple document for you guys to take. They don't pay us for this. They don't pay us for these calls. They don't pay me to be up right now. Let me tell you this. This really is people over profits right here. I don't have to be here. Y'all don't have to be here. So if you're going to be here, at least be here 100%. Don't half-ass anything that you do. Okay? Because the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. Now I'm hyped. I see everybody's faces. I'm hyped. This is how we need to start these calls. Okay, we can't bring any mediocre energy into 2023. I can't have you guys on mediocre energy if we're talking about self-confidence here. Y'all understand? All right, cool. Now that we have everybody's attention, okay, I'm going to be sharing my screen. We're going to be talking about self-confidence. We're going to be talking about, ways that you can emulate it. And I'm going to just go right into this because I think it's better seen. Can you make me host, Caesar? I appreciate you. I actually did this call on my SMX Academy today. And you know what the craziest thing is? They don't want us to be great out here. And they were fixing up the back office. Thank you, my G. They were fixing up the back office and it glitched. So people that actually paid for this call today, paid to be on my academy today, didn't even get the information that y'all are about to get. Let that sink in. They couldn't get it. And y'all are about to get it. Okay. So take your time, bring out your notebooks. I'll take some time at the end of this call to answer any questions that you have, anywhere between, personal development, social media, mindset, everything in between. Y'all got me. But for right now, let's tap in. Let me open this up. I know it's kind of like a little like girly, but just stay with me, okay? For my guys on the call. Can everybody see this? We can all see this, all good? Do you guys like it like this better? Or you want me to share full screen? I think full screen is better. Yes? Yes, yes. Okay, cool. Let me make sure all of you guys can see over here because I got some people on this call. I got my notes open. It's 11 o'clock. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'm just kidding. It's starting to hit. All right. So improving confidence, especially on social media. This is probably one of the comments that I get every time somebody sees me, like, Mina, you're so confident. Mina, you're so authentic. And let me tell you guys, I'm going to break it down to you guys very simple because confidence is not that hard. We just make it seem complicated. Okay. So real quick, quote of the day, let's get ourselves in the right mindset. When you're different, okay, when you're different, sometimes you don't see the millions of people who accept you for what you are. All you notice is the person who doesn't. Do you guys agree with that? Is that something that, because when I read this, I was like, damn, that really does make sense. It's so easy for us to look at the Alex Mortons of the world, the Matt Roses of the world, the Natasha Grazianos of the world and be like, I don't have that. I don't have this. I don't have that. I don't have this. Instead of being like, damn, I could do that because I have this in common with her, or I have that in common with them. Or, it's easier for us to notice what we lack versus what we have in comparison to somebody else, right? So once I got into the mindset of thinking glass half full instead of half empty, it was a lot easier for me to start tapping into my confidence. Right now, what is confidence? Confidence is nothing more than you keeping a promise to yourself, right? Keeping a promise to yourself. The more times that you break your promises to yourself, the more times that you say you're going to show up and don't show up, the more times that you buy that book and don't finish reading it, the more times you wake up saying you're going to make your bed and don't make that bed, the more times you say you're going to call Caesar today and tell him that you need help with your trading and don't call him and break that promise to yourself, how do you expect to have self-confidence? If you can't even keep your word to yourself, how are you going to do it for other people? So I want to give you guys the rubric right? This is my rubric. I don't break from this rubric. Okay. Today I hit a huge milestone in social media. I've been in this game for in social media, at least since 2017. And I promise you, it's been an uphill battle. But one of the things that I've never turned away from is the promise that I made to myself. And I keep that every single day in front of hundreds of thousands of people. And it's very simple. What are the 4 promises? Drop it in the chat. You're in control, manage your mindset, get practical, okay, and just be you. And we're going to break it down to the point where I don't want anybody on this call to really have any questions about self-confidence after this, right? I don't want you to have any questions after this. So let's get right into it. You're in control. Be mindful of the profiles that you're exposing yourself to. Use Instagram. Let me move this chat over here. Actually, I'm just going to turn this off real quick. Use Instagram as a tool for positivity and make friends that relate to you. Now, let's get into it. Instagram can sometimes be intimidating. You have other grammars having hundreds of thousands of followers to compare your account to, oceans of people that seemingly have their shit together more than you, living out their perfect lives. Meanwhile, you put cereal in the fridge this morning, milk in the cupboard this morning, driving the car you don't want to drive this morning, working for the job you don't want to be at, after 3 hours of sleep, feeling groggy as shit, not knowing what the hell is going on. And this is where it starts. Is it worthy? Am I worthy? Am I pretty enough? This post, shit, it got no engagement. I suck. Hits delete. How many times have you guys experienced these thoughts? How many times have you literally physically felt your confidence just drop? Right? Sometimes Instagram can really test your sense of self-worth. Okay, you're not alone. These feelings are super normal. And even though they're normal, I want us to have ways to combat it, to feel empowered, to show up as your best self on Instagram, right? So these are some of the things that we need to talk about. When it comes to being mindful of the profiles that you're exposing yourself to, this is a huge, huge factor in you managing external impacts, which are going to affect your confidence using Instagram. The thing is that it's all within your power to either open up your feed and scroll through images of people who make you feel like shit and not enough, or through the images and messages of people who make you feel inspired, who make you feel represented, who make you feel empowered. It's your choice to choose wisely who you expose yourself to. I want you to seriously take an audit of everything that you follow. If you're still in this journey and you're still following pages like World Star, for the cheese man and the gossip, if you're still following pages of Florida hood videos, if you're still following these pages, you gotta stop. If you look at the people that I follow about 300 to 400 people, and I follow them for a reason. I have unfollowed personal friends, not because of a personal matter, but just because they don't got anything for me. Like, they're not posting anything that's helping me. They're not posting anything that's adding to me. They're just there. What's the point? What is the point? Every time I open up my social media, I want to scroll through positive posts, positive meme, positive affirmation, anybody that's moving, anybody that's great. That's all I want to see. That is all I want to see. It's not that I have anything personal with you, bro. I didn't unfollow you because I think you suck. I just unfollowed you because I got to pay attention. I got to guard my eyes. I'm in a position right now where we're all vulnerable, right? We're creating ourselves to become the best versions of ourselves. I got to guard my eyes. You got to guard your ears. Some of you guys are still listening to music that doesn't serve you. You're still watching things that don't serve you. You're still talking to people that don't serve you. You need to start using these tools for positivity. I'm a huge advocate of regular clear outs. Every so often, I scroll through and unfollow anyone who makes me feel some sort of way. Unfollow, friend, not friend, family, not family, ex-friend, co-worker, boss. I don't give a damn. If you're not adding, you're subtracting. Can somebody write that in the chat? If you're not adding, you're subtracting. If you're not adding, you're subtracting. right? Then you make friends that relate to you. You see, we need to start using this little powerful little app positively. Follow amazing people, following inspiring brands, follow those pages that publish all of those positive memes, follow pages that will boost your confidence and self-esteem. Also follow pages that are aligned with your hobbies. If you like photography, go for it, because that makes you feel good when you look at it. If you like art, go for it. If you like pages that educate you, go for it. You see, I don't understand why people walk around talking about, oh, I don't like social media. Bruh, if you don't like social media, I promise you, you're following the wrong social pages. I promise you that is the main reason why you don't like social media, right? Next, manage your mindset. You're more than just a number. Stop comparing your life to somebody else's highlight reel and stop looking for validation through this damn app. If it stings, it's for you. It's disinfectant. Okay, now let's talk about it. You're more than a number. I know those numbers can often have you questioning your worth. I've been through it. I've lived it. Okay, how many times have you thought, damn, I hardly got any likes. Damn, my following is so small. Damn, this content didn't do good. Damn, should I just delete it? Can you just for a second remember that you're way more than just a number? When you clock yourself thinking this way, I need you to switch up your mindset. Okay, I need you to start reminding yourself of all the reasons why you are good. Maybe you're a good listener. Maybe you're just good at showing up and taking notes. Maybe you're a great big sister. Maybe you're an awesome mentor. Maybe you're just somebody who has a huge passion for, learning, and that's all you really like to do. When you look at it from that perspective, when you look at it from the glass half full, those numbers aren't so crushing, right? And let's pause real quick, because I don't give a damn if you got 5 followers, 50, or 500. Those are 5, 50, or 500 people that are interested in you, that are interested in your life, that are interested in what you got to say. I think that's pretty damn cool, don't you? I think that's pretty damn cool. I talked about this on my last reel, which was stop comparing your real life to somebody else's highlight reel. It's natural human instinct to compare ourselves to other people. It's actually a part of evolution. However, with the birth of fucking Instagram, social media has taken our innate instinct to a whole nother level. Like, rather than walking down the street and looking at somebody's shoes and looking at somebody's haircut and looking at somebody's bag, we're able to open up an app and compare ourselves to hundreds of thousands of different people with different lives and different incomes every single day from a click of a button. Isn't that crazy? And to make that worse, let me not say nobody, most people show us, okay, most people show us the perfect. Nobody's out here, or not everybody's out here showing the imperfect, showing the messy real parts. They're showing the filtered, they're showing the curated, they're showing the edited. How do we even have a chance when you're comparing your real life situation to somebody else's perfect edited version of themselves? Please, once you know that, like, man, FaceApp, Mojo, all these different applications that with a click of a button, I can go from looking like this to looking like I just walked out of a beauty salon. I could put makeup on my face. I could put eyelashes on. I can make my hair straight, curly. I can make my body curvaceous. I can even edit a video. You know when people used to be like, it's a video, so you know it's real. Now you can't even say that, because you can edit a video too. I want you guys to know, and please ingrain this in your mind, dude. Ingrain this right here. Everybody else's lives are just as messy and real behind the curated shit as yours and mine are. Let that sink in. Everybody else's lives are just as messy, just as real, just as effed up behind all the edits and the filters as mine and yours. And that leads me to the next point, is to stop looking for validation through an app. Okay, stop looking for validation through an app. The only validation you need is that from yourself. If you find yourself seeking validation from an app and not reaping the comfort and acceptance you want, I need you to stop looking outward and start looking inward. It's time for you to start practicing some self-acceptance. It's time for you to start practicing some self-love. Because when you try to find validation outside of yourself, let me tell you something, fam, you're always going to fall short. You're always going to fall short. Always. And this is going to fall into your trading. This is going to fall into your recruiting. This is going to fall into your relationships. This is going to fall into your business. Let me tell you, Nadia, do I say it over and over again? There is no such thing as business problems. There's no such thing as trading problems. You got personal problems that reflect in your business. You have personal problems that reflect in your trading. You have personal problems that reflect in your relationship building. Get that? When you try to find validation outside of yourself, especially from something which is powered by numbers and an algorithm, you're never going to find the feeling you're after because it's ever changing. And your confidence, bro, is going to take blow after blow after blow after blow. I'm telling you. There's so many people that look up to me and I still have haters. I still have people that don't like me. I still have that negative comment a lot. And if I was looking to have self-validation from the unknown baby cakes 021 with no profile picture and 0 followers, I mean, I wouldn't even be here right now. I wouldn't be here right now. Y'all are not talking about this information. Y'all are not talking about trading. Y'all are not even mentioning how it's changed your life because you lack confidence, because you're so worried about what everybody else is going to think of you, because some way, somehow you're looking for these people to validate something they can't, meaning you're putting responsibility on people that they can never live up to. It's like asking for somebody to make you feel happy. Even if you're with a partner that's perfect and they give you everything, they can't make you feel happy. How many times have you guys set up the perfect trade and didn't take it because you weren't confident in yourself and in your abilities? You backed out and watched that shit go in your direction. Let me hear it. Drop some 7s in the chat. Because I've done it multiple times. This is what I'm saying. I'm like, people are like, oh, how does confidence, partake in trading? I'm like, bro, confidence partakes in everything. In everything. Right? Now let's talk about getting practical, right? Now this might go a little bit sideways. Again, remember, this was an SMX trading, but if you're somebody that really wants to get people in front of this information, you're going to start to have to be intentional with how you show up on social media. I don't care whether you like it or you don't like it. The way that the world is going, all right, lawyers are putting their information on social media to get found. Mental health specialists are putting their information on social media to get found. Companies are putting their money into marketing on social media through micro influencers because that's where people's eyeballs are at. Like, think about where your eyebrows are at most of the day. They're not on TV. They're not on commercials. You're barely listening. Like, when was the last time you raised the volume up to listen to a commercial on the radio? Like, oh, that sounds good. Bruh, never, never. You need to take accountability because all of this is going to make you have that confidence to show up and essentially change somebody else's life because you have what people want. You have what people want. We're going into literally an AI warfare. It's going to be human beings versus AI. Y'all get that? Let me pause for a second. Let me get off of this. But when I was in a position in my life where I needed to make extra money, I sat down, I was like, all right, Mina, what can you do to make money? I was like, all right, I could babysit, I could cut hair, I could drive, I could clean, I could do all these things, right? And what I noticed as I was writing this piece of paper, I'm like, bro, every single one of my skill sets involves these two things. physical activity. None of these skill sets are mental. Everything that you have that's a skill set that requires your hands is going to be taken over by AI within the next 2 to 3 decades. What do you have that is a mental skill set that cannot be taken from you, that cannot be taken over by something like a robot? Seriously, think about it. Everything is going to be online. You either get with it or get lost. I don't care if you like it. I don't care if you like what I'm saying. I really don't give a damn. This is where it's going. Look at the left of the chart and it's going to tell you the right of the chart. Yes or yes, Caesar. Yes or yes, fam. Look at the left of what's been happening. Look at the right. It's going to tell you, right? If you're somebody that's like, oh, I've never taken pictures. I don't like pictures. I don't like posing. I don't like talking about this. I don't like being on Instagram. Bro, everyone feels a little uncomfortable even having their picture taken to start. I still do. But the more time that you spend in front of the camera, like if you guys saw my first call, you think I was this hype? Yeah, right. I think I forgot my own story. But the more time I spend in front of this camera, the more comfortable I feel, the more natural it feels. It really is a case of practice makes perfect, right? The more you start to figure out what angles work, what sound works, what lighting works for you, then you're going to start to be able to influence people by posting these types of reels and posting these videos that are valuable, right? Remember, your value isn't in your valuables. It's not about what you're wearing. It's about what you're saying. Okay, it's not about what you're wearing. It's about what you're saying. You need to use it as a means of expression to get creative, to share this information out with the world, right? Play dress up. Now, again, some of y'all may go sideways when you think about playing dress up. Y'all little nasty folks on here. I don't want you to think about that. All right. When I say play dress up, I mean how you dress is how you feel. How you feel is how you act. How you act is going to determine what results you get. Okay. I don't want you to dress up in something that's uncomfortable to you just because society deems it normal. If y'all have ever seen me at convention, I don't rock heels and a dress. I rock kicks because that's what makes me feel comfortable. I rock sweats most of the time because that's what makes me feel comfortable. Just because everybody else is curated doesn't mean you have to be. I think we're in a time where I guarantee people will love you for it. People want that relatability. People don't want that perfect Barbie doll. People just don't. And now you have the ability to plan and schedule your posts. Those of you guys who are focused on trading, cool. Plan your fucking posts. Have them shits post for you. Don't you guys have stop losses? Isn't planning and scheduling your posts the same shit? Don't you guys have buy limits and sell limits? Isn't planning and scheduling your posts the same shit? It is the exact same shit. You're already doing it. You're literally already doing it. Why? Because how often do you do the whole, oh crap, I need a post today, or oh crap, I didn't put in this trade, or oh crap, I didn't put in this stop loss, and you pull out your phone last minute, you forget to check the 4 hour, you take a trade on the 15 minute, then when you check the 1 hour, you're like, fuck, because you were in a rush. Right? Oh, hey, hello, anxiety. And the next hour, you're debating whether or not A, you believe in yourself. B, why the hell you're such an idiot like that. C, like, why are you even trying to post under this pressure? Why are you even trying to trade under this pressure? Like, cut this shit out. Cut it out. Being prepared is gonna give you confidence. That goes for trading and that goes for Instagram too. That goes for life. That goes for life, right? Listen, obviously, you're you, and that's going to be your superpower, right? People follow you for a reason because they like what you're about. They like what you've been up to. They see the same passions with you. But how many of you guys, do you guys know how to be yourselves? Or is that like kind of vague? Like, let me open up the chat. Like, do you know, like if somebody just says be you, is it still kind of vague to you? Still figuring that out. Still weird. I'm learning to know me every day. How do you know who you are? Perfect. Let's fucking find out, right? Let's find out, right? Know your, and I'm going to break each and every single one of these down because I was just going to leave it at this. I was going to end this call and go straight into questions, right? But then I looked at this and I was like, if I tell Caesar, Caesar, just be you and know yourself. Caesar, just stop caring about what others think. Just Caesar, focus on your strengths. Okay, how do I find my strengths? What are my strengths? Do I even know who I am? How do you know? Right? So again, let's talk about it. I don't want you guys leaving this call not knowing how to get confidence. Okay? Knowing yourself is all about our beliefs about who we are. And they're built all the way from childhood. Okay, we're born as fucking sponges and we soak up our environments without even realizing it. We form an opinion about ourselves that we think it's true, but it's actually how others want us to be. It's not even yours. Some of you guys were brought up Catholics. Do you even know if you're Catholic? If you even believe in that shit? Or do you just say you're Catholic because your parents are Catholic? I'm just saying, like, really think about this shit, right? These opinions are going to start to become your limiting beliefs. So before you can even answer the question, how can I be myself? You got to strip away everything because your true self is underneath. Like, start questioning everything that you thought was true. In the beginning of this call, somebody said, I'm shy. Are you shy? Or when you were in 7th and 8th grade, you spilled the milk or you ripped your pants in class. And ever since that moment, you've been shy. Think about it. Is that a negative belief that you just instilled in yourself, or is that really you? Because if I put you in a situation that you feel comfortable in, I bet you wouldn't be shy at all. At all. You're only shy when it's convenient for you, right? Bro, that's a limiting belief. That's not really who you are. Letting go of negative self-talk. To overcome limiting beliefs and learning how to start being yourself, listen to your inner monologue. Like that little shit voice that's in your head, that little person that nobody hears, that conversation that you have back and forth. I've always been this way. I'm never going to learn. I can never talk in front of people. I'm just not good at this. All that right there, perhaps you tell yourself that you need to be perfect to be worthy of love, that you can't mess up a trade in order to be a good trader. Bro, is that really who you are, or are you masking it? You know that emotions are not facts, right? Emotions don't equal facts. I want you guys to start putting your thoughts on trial. Write that down. Put your thoughts on trial. Be like, yo, is this really how I'm thinking right now? Does this have evidence to validate it? Like, oh, I feel like I'm not good enough. Okay, is that an opinion or is that fact? An opinion is something you think. A fact means you have proof. What's the proof? Y'all don't have proof. That's an opinion. That ain't fact. Start putting your thoughts on trial. And when you realize that you have no validation for thinking that way, you can start to rewire that negative self-talk. Okay? Focusing on your strengths. Your negative traits are not who you are. Like, they really, I'm like getting hot because this shit is like, y'all really got to get this. Like, replace negative self-talk with positive thoughts. Easier said than done, right? But this is kind of like a black and white. This is one of the few situations that are black and white. You have two options here. You either tell yourself you got it, or you keep feeding the fact that you don't. There's no in between here. There is no trying. Like, if you're a part of my team, ask Nadia, ask Melanie. Do we say the word trying? No. You either do or don't do. I'm going to try to be faithful. See how that works out for you, bud? Or I'm going to try to be a good best friend. See how that works out for you, bud? Some things you either do or don't do. This is one of them. This is one of them. Okay? Stop living in the past. How many of you guys go to sleep and wake up thinking the same shit that you were thinking about when you went to bed? Let that sink in real quick. How many times do y'all go to bed and wake up thinking about the same shit you were thinking about yesterday? You know that's the definition of insanity, right? You want a new life, you want things to change, but you keep repeating the same fucking clip. You're going down the same neural pathways. So how do you expect to get something different if you're walking down the same damn yellow brick road? You can't. The universe doesn't know whether shit's good or shit's bad. It just knows that you keep fucking thinking about it, so it's gonna give you that. It's not saying, oh, you know, Caesar's thinking about this, but this is not really that good for him, so like, let's make sure we don't give it to him. No, it's gonna say, oh, Caesar's thinking about this a lot. He must want it. So guess what? How many times have you guys dated the same person, different names, over and over again? How many of you guys have been in the same situations, different places, different times, different people, same shit? I fucking wonder why. I wonder why. We're not here to discover, folks. I don't know who lied to y'all. They lied to me too, okay? We don't have to discover. We were there. We experienced the pain. We experienced the trauma. We don't gotta discover. What we gotta do is create a different outcome, go down a different neural pathway. Your brain's like a map, right? And your map can only go as far as you've gone before. And if you don't like that route, you gotta take a different route. You gotta create new routes. You gotta create a back road, something that's gonna make you, that requires you to think new thoughts, not repeat the same ones. That's why it's so important for y'all to brain dump. At the end of the day, just take all that shit out of your head, fucking write it down, and wake up and start fresh. Start fresh. What happened yesterday happened yesterday. What are you gonna do today? Today that's different from yesterday. Stop thinking the same shit. Literally. That shit doesn't have to define who you are. Okay, learn how to let go of the guilt. Learn how to let go of the shame. Learn how to let go of that. Your life can be anything you want it to be, bro. So make it extraordinary. Think extraordinary. Live extraordinary. Show up extraordinary. Right? Then you have stop caring about what others think. Fuck, easier said than done, right? For many of us, not caring about what others think is like impossible. It's human nature to want to fit in. But our fear of what other people think only holds us. Look, bro, trust me. You're thinking about them thinking about you, and they're thinking about you thinking about them. So at the end of the day, none of y'all are thinking about each other. Y'all are just thinking about yourselves, right? Human nature means we're fucking selfish. Bottom line. You're not thinking about anybody else more than you're thinking about yourself. You're not criticizing anybody else as much as you're criticizing yourself. That's facts. That's facts. Okay. And remember that even though somebody is criticizing you, you can't be to others what you are not to yourself. So if somebody's being mean to me, you know what? I'm so empathetic. I used to not be. I used to be a hothead, like, fuck you. But now I'm empathetic as hell because I'm like, damn. If I can only be to others what I am to myself, and I'm angry and I'm mean, and that's what I'm expressing, if that's what they're expressing on the outside, can you imagine the turmoil in that person's head? If that person is spewing negative comments and negative energies and just negative everything, but I feel sorry for that person because that's what they're showing you. Imagine what's going on inside of them. Imagine their inner dialogue. You got to feel sorry for somebody like that because they're just a reflection of themselves. It's not you. They can't do for you what they can't do for themselves. So how are they going to be good to you if they can't be good to themselves? Does that make sense? Stop giving a fuck. Really, stop. Be open to change. What does that mean? That means that the human brain is complex as shit. Okay, we are the product of hundreds of experiences and pieces of information that our brain has to fucking process every day. And the brain is always learning and it's always changing. So how can we expect ourselves to stay the same? Realize that you can change your opinions and preferences while still fundamentally knowing how to be yourself. To be yourself, you actually have to change. You have to change. Because up until now, you've been your parents. Up until now, you've been living based off what society wants you to be like. Up until now, there are people that are 40, 50, 60, 70 that still don't know who the fuck they are. Why? Because they've been told what to do their whole lives. They've been told when to clock in, when to clock out, how to drive, how to sit, how to walk, how to talk, how to act, how to eat. They don't even know what thoughts are theirs or somebody else's. Please don't be that person. Allow yourself to change. Allow yourself to grow. And anybody that doesn't like it, come. Literally. 7, be vulnerable, right? Be vulnerable. It's so easy to show off the good parts of ourselves, but to be yourself, bro, you got to be your whole self, not some of yourself, not a bit of yourself, not a part of yourself. You got to be your whole self, meaning if y'all are on this call with me, you're getting all of me, the good, the bad, the F-bombs, the stumbles, the mess ups, the hyperness, the everything. If you like it, great. If it sticks with you, awesome. If it doesn't, that's me. If you're wondering still, how can I be myself? Bro, the simplest answer I could give you is to step into your pain. How can you be yourself? Step into your fucking pain. Face your fears head on. Be open and honest with people. Tell them how you really feel. Share your fears. You might be surprised how it strengthens your relationships even through a fucking screen. You'd be surprised. Some of you guys have teams on this call and you're still over here acting like macho man 24/7 because you got to lead and you got to have your chest up. I can't tell you how many times I've got, well, it hasn't been a lot, but I've gotten on serious calls with my team and been crying and been like, yo, I'm beat up right now. Life has been tossing me shit after shit after shit. My team knows that I took 30 days off and I'm honest. I'm not a fucking robot. Neither are you. And the more that you express those things, you see what we all have in common. You see, not everybody else has experienced success. Not everybody else has been in nice cars. Not everybody knows what it's like to be on a boat. There's people that I know that have never left Florida. But you know what we all got in common? Pain. Pain. We can all relate to some level of pain. And if you hide that, you hide the most human thing about you. Literally. Literally. Okay? That comes to the next point, which is express yourself. Expressing yourself can help you determine what it is that you enjoy, how your experiences affect you, how to start being yourself. Very simple. I read something in this 5-minute journal that was so true. It said, how do you know if you're getting better through the years? It's easier to say that you're more wiser. Like I'm more wiser now at 28 than I was at 18. That's not the case. You could be ignorant at 18 and still be ignorant at 28 and still be ignorant at 58 and still be ignorant when you fucking die. The only way to know if you got better is if you journal it, is if you write down the experiences you had so you're able to look back, record the things that you've done, record the things that you've felt, record the things that you've seen. I don't care if it's through art, through writing, through music, through gardening. I don't care. But you need to have a point to reference. You got to have a point to reference. And that comes from expressing yourself, taking this and putting it somewhere tangible. Okay, because your brain, it ain't no filing cabinet. We're not meant for that. We really aren't. Get out of your comfort zone. Well, fuck. I mean, does anybody here know the 6 human needs? Probably not. That's okay. I'm gonna give you one of them right now. Humans need uncertainty. And at the same time, we need certainty. That means that we need variety, and we also need some sense of stability at all times. Okay? People crave certainty. Yet again, we need growth and we need variety. So if all growth starts at the end of your comfort zone, then the journey to learning how to be yourself starts there too, no? So if you have yet to step out of your comfort zone, the chances of you not knowing yourself is 100%. You don't know yourself. If you've never done something you don't know how to do, if you've never stepped out of your comfort zone, if you've never done something that scares the shit out of you, you have no idea what the fuck your potential is. No clue. For those of you guys who have been at the gym, that have pushed yourself to that last rep and you actually did it, you know what I'm talking about. Like, damn, I didn't even know I could do that. You tap into this mental thing in your head that you don't even know how to get back to if you wanted to, unless you push yourself out of that comfort zone again. And that's where your experience literally starts. And the last one is finding your community. At this point, after everything that we just covered, hopefully you've done the internal work. Hopefully you understand that I'm just not talking out of my ass. I was a bartender for about 8 years. I was a single mom. I was broke as a joke. I was driving a 1999 Dodge Charger that couldn't go over 60 miles an hour. I couldn't even, I was like scared to drive it to work. And then in a year, in 6 months, I hit 6 figures with my first company. If that, like, I am the statistic of the person that should not be here. Single mom, broke, dropout, tattooed, no reference, no degree, immigrant, middle-class family. What else do you want? We can keep adding. We don't got enough time. So it's like, once you do all that and you've done the internal work, the last thing that you need to do is what we have right here. And you know what we have right here is a group of people who accept you, is a group of people that support you, is a group of people that fucking elevate you, that build you up instead of holding you back. That's the last step. Is you find a group of people that have been through that struggle, that understand when you tell them, I'm not okay, and that's okay, right? That right there, number 10, when you find your community, I think that that's when you finally feel like you can stop searching for how to be yourself. That's because at that point, you're in a place where everybody really knows you for who you really are. And guess what? Everybody loves you for it. Everybody loves you for it. For the good, for the bad, for the ugly, for the days you show up and for the days that you don't. Because we understand what we all had to go through to get to finding a fucking community. Right? So last but not least, I don't want anybody here to go throughout their lives without examining, without questioning, without understanding who they really are. I don't want you guys to let other people tell you who you are. You create that. And not based on what has happened. Start a chapter today. Today, to be confident, to show up, to take trading seriously, to talk to people about it, to call your mentors when you need help. and not wait till shit blows up, right? They let society determine their goals and dreams. That's the easy way out. Most people get told what to do. They do. And if you're on this call right now, you're not one of those people. Okay. And I promise you guys, you'll have a very, very fulfilled life if you go through all these steps that I just mentioned. And if you don't have a very fucking fulfilled life, shit, at least you'll be fucking confident. Right? Cool. So that's the end of that presentation. I'm fucking sweating. It's midnight. I'll take like 5 minutes of questions. If you guys have any questions for me, I'd love to answer them. I'd love to see my peeps on here. Abby, Melanie, Nadia. I'm coming back home in 10 days, baby. Feeling right, feeling tight. And thank you once again, Caesar, for just allowing me the opportunity to speak to your team. I really don't take this lightly at all. Like I said, I'm very, very picky about who it is that I let into my team and into my organization. And you doing this for me just shows the type of leader that you are. It shows the type of mentor that you are. I want you guys to understand that there are not leaders like Caesar out here no more. There are few, very few that go out of their way to bring somebody else that they know can bring a different type of value into their team for you guys. That's somebody that's selfless. That's somebody that's humble. That's somebody anybody should follow. Dead ass. Okay, don't ever let that go over your head. Don't sleep on this man. You know, you're definitely somebody that I look up to. I've seen what you've done, and I'm excited to watch you grow within this company. And if we don't have no more questions, we can let all the shit that I said fucking marinate into your skull and wake up like feeling 10 times more confident. You dig? Yeah. I got to do this now because the Illuminati's coming out. So if I do this, people think I sold my soul. So I got to do the I love you sign. You know what I'm talking about? But yo, Caesar, it's all yours, bro.
Sheesh. Yo, family. If y'all got some value, some breakthroughs, or all around sauce are grateful for this cause that have happened tonight, can y'all just do me a favor and drop some 7-7s in the chat? Just show your gratitude and your grace. Yo, Mina, from the bottom of my heart, no hype, no, none of that. Yo, thank you. Thank you for pouring onto us. We had 47, 48, even 52 at one point students locked in strong, receiving value. I ain't gonna hold you. When you was talking about confidence and value, like, bro, that was literally speaking to me. Like, I have to fake my confidence half the time. You know, speaking to everybody, y'all really don't understand that I've been doing these calls for almost a year now, which is baffling looking back. But I still get nervous in front of these calls. Like, I still get nervous asking these guests, you know, so I think tonight's call, in the beginning, I said, yo, this is going to be something really special. And Mina, you not only was the bar set, you understood the assignment, you went the assignment, and then you went the extra mile way above the assignment. So, yo, sis, I appreciate your time. Family, I appreciate you all y'all for sticking in, tuning in all the way to the end. It is midnight 07. I know some of y'all got places to be, people to see, you know, even prospects to get back to. So, family, this has been a pleasure of mine to keep running these calls, keep showing up, and I'm going to keep reaching out and getting the best of the best for you guys. So, family, above all else, thank you for showing up. Stay patient, stay disciplined, and the gains will come. Yo, my name's Caesar God. See you next week with even special guests again.